रस सुख कंद रामदास अर्जुन गुरु वर श्री हर गोबिंद हरि राय हर कृष्ण गुर तेग बहादुर चंद दसवें गोबिंद सिंह गुरु नमो चरण अरविंद जिसमें अमृत ज्ञान है मानक भगत वैराग गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब उदद बंदो कर अनुराग डंडौत बंदन अनक बार सर्व कला समरथ डोलन ते राखो प्रभु नानक दे कर हाथ सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जीओ अनित्य वितं अनित्य चितं अनित्य आशा बहुविध प्रकारं अनित्य हेतं अहं बंदं परम माया मरणं विकारं फिरंत जोन अनेक जठ रागन नह सिमरंत मिलीन बुद्ध्यं हे गोबिंद करत मया नानक पद ते उदाहरण साध संग महे अनित्य वितं अनित्य चितं अनित्य आशा बहुविध प्रकारं वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Sad Sangat ji, we are blessed again with the darshan of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Pavitra Bani. Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Bani Mukhocharya hoye Rishnai Mite Andhyara, that illuminates our life, that enlightens, that brings peace, tranquility, serenity to our hearts, some of which will be aching because Bhai Jagraj Singh Ji has departed from this world. They performed a lot of prachar, wide-reaching to different parts of the world. The mission of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj was Babbe Tare Char Chak Naukhan Prithvi Sacha Tova. Sadhguru Ji travelled the world and they spread the message of Satnam da Chanda Sadhguru Sahib Ji ne chalaya. Khand Brahmand Beyant Udharan Harya Teri Sobha Tud Sache Mere Pyarya. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji's inspiration, their godly quality, God incarnate as a role model, led to countless Gursikhs dedicating their life to prachar. Bhai Jagraj Singh Ji was one of those blessed Gursikhs that for a great portion of their life they spent in the service of the Khalsa Panth. Sev kari inhi ki pavad aur ki sev suhatna ji ko. Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji's shabad that we share every single day, that seva menu Khalse di paundi a aur dusri seva mere ji nu suhavni changi nahi lagdi, that I am most pleased and benevolent and graceful on those that serve the Khalsa. Ish karke Sad Sangat Ji, Bhai Jagraj Singh Ji, a pracharak of the Khalsa Panth, an Amritari Gursikh. As per Khalsa tradition, we are performing the Katha of Salok Sehaskrithee and jaitsree vaar day by day. We're aware that at Bhai Jagraj Singh Ji's house, as per Maryada, this Katha is also occurring. So Sadhguru Sahib Ji ne atyant bakshisha kitiyan. Gurmukhan de jaan de vele bhi ek Katha da mahan pravaha. This ocean of Sadhguru Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's wisdom is still spreading and flowing across all streams of the Guru Khalsa Sad Sangat. So aao bade prem de naal, in English we will listen to the meanings of the Saloks of Sehaskriti Bani. Up until now, we have covered 15 sloks, and the last slok that was discussed was Neh Chinta Maat Pit Prat Hai, Neh Chinta Kach Lok Kah. Chinta, anxiety, worry leads to so many issues. It disables us to the extent that Chinta Chikha Barabarya, that as if we were lying on a funeral pyre, if we're a dead corpse on a funeral pyre, we can't make any decisions, we can't change anything in our life. That is how much a person that becomes anxious and a person that worries disables themselves. So Sadhguruji's Bani of Sehaskriti especially assists with all types of mental illness. As you are aware, 1 in 6 people in the United Kingdom suffer from mental illness. And this Bani of Salok Sehaskrithee, its meanings, helps to soothe and understand what this human life is about. Jis vele ek gyan ho janda hai, when we understand the purpose of life, then all of these anxieties, all of these chinta, neh chinta maad pit prata hai, neh chinta ke kach log keh, we become free of anxiety. We have to remember that we have a primary function in life and a secondary function in life. Our primary function is to unite with Vaheguru. Our secondary function is for our limited time here to make sustenance and live on this earth. If in the pursuit of function 2, we give up our primary function, then there is no one as foolish as us. And those people that fulfill their primary function of uniting with God, they have no chinta, they have no anxiety, because they've given the worries and the trouble of their secondary function to Akal Purkh Vaheguru. And then they become neh chinta maat pit prat, neh chinta kach lok keh, neh chinta banita sut meet hai, pravrit maya sanbandhan hai. And they trust in Dayal ek Bhagwan Purkhe, Nanak sarb jiya pratapal ke. So aao bade prem de naal, Sadhguru ji is telling us that this whole world is but an illusion. Anitya vitang, anitya chitang. Maya in itself, sampati, assets, they are all false and they are all depleting and they will all finish. Anitya chitang, Sadsangaji, that thought or that heart that is constantly thinking about, or that mind that is focused and fixated on Maya, that mind it too is false. Anitya vitang, anitya chitang. Jadi vitang, jad mayaya. So that is money that has not been spent. So that is what you could call dead Maya. And then anitya chitang, Maya that is alive, Maya that we're using, Maya that is in the form of human beings, and so forth. Jad te chetan Maya dome, anitya asa bahubid prakarang. And all of these desires that are inside of us of many different types, ina saradiya aas, the hope of different desires, that is also all false. Anitya hetang ahang bandang paramamaya mallang vikarang. Again, the attachment and then ego that leads us to bondage, that leads us to being imprisoned. This illusion, all of Maya, mallang vikarang, and the filth that leads to us becoming sinful in our minds, that leads to lust and other vices, that is all false. Virant jon anek jatragana, ne simrant malin buddhyang. It is through this falsehood that we come and go in different life forms, in different species, Jarasila Jun, De Jataragana, and again we are subjected to the mother's womb, in which there is fire-like heat. Nehasimrant Melin Buddhyang. Because our mind has become so dirty, it is so filthy, it has a veil over it of this filth. It is not allowing us to perform Simran. He Gobind Kartamaya Nanak Patate Dharan Sad Sangamahe. He Gobind, Lord who is enlightening, who is making our bodies function. Indriyada Prakashak. Gobind that is known through Gurbani. Gobind, the seed of the whole universe. Kartamaya, Meherbani kar, become benevolent. Give me a favor. And what is the favor that we're asking of? Nanak Patita Udaharana. Someone that has fallen, we have fallen, Maharaj, raise us. Sad Sangamaha, in the Sad Sangat, you can make us raise. Sad Sangam, Sangam refers to where rivers merge, a confluence, I believe the geographical term is. So in India you have the Tribeni, Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati. These 3 rivers combine and they make the Tribeni Sangam. That is considered to be a pure place, and bathing there, the Hindus believe that their sins are washed away. Gurbani also talks about Beni Sangam Tahat Pirag hai Man Majjan Kare Tithai, that there is also another Sangam that is going on. Free rivers that are coming about. There is a Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati in our lives. Saraswati is the name for knowledge. So knowledge is the Guru's Gyan. And in that way, Ganga is the name for our Rat Bed and Jamuna is the name for our Bhakti. So all of these things come together, and then through that Sangam, we can Nanak Patit Udharan Sadh Sangam hai, coming into the Sangat that has all of these different aspects. It has Bhakti, it has Gyan, and it also has the teachings of Rat. We can survive and be redeemed and pulled out of this well of attachment. Girant gir patit patalang jalant de deep baswantarahe. Some people wish to suicide, and the way that they do that, Maharaj is listing the ways that people suicide. Girant gir patit patalang. Some people jump off cliffs, they jump off very high mountains, they jump off buildings. Girant gir. People jump or fall from mountains, patit patalang, and they fall into the earth. Jalanta de deepya baswantare. Some people burn themselves, they self-immolate, they put oil over their bodies and they burn themselves. Because that is what our mental condition is leading us to do. These dark thoughts, these dark voices inside of us, asking us to make these steps. Gurbani says, Atam kati jagad kasai. Suiciding is akin to murdering the whole of the human race. A complete and utter genocide of all humans is done, or that sin is accumulated when one chooses to suicide. Again, Sadh Sangaji, anyone that has suicided, the messages of Gurbani are not to judge others, not to judge past beings, because that could be their karam or the way that they were destined to go, and an array of things could have occurred. However, this is a preventative measure, like a cigarette or a tobacco packet, jagat joot, that we should never ever even touch. Sun Gursikh ki rehat hai taje tamaku sang, marni mare tawat pala jagat joot ne ang, tanik tamaku seviye dev pitar taj jaye, pani take haath ka madra sam hoye jaye. Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji in the Rath tells us, you should always forsake tobacco, because a person that even takes a little bit of tobacco or smokes, all of the Gurus, all of the Shaheed Singhs leave that person, their good fortune departs for them. Even the water of a person that is smoking is akin to drinking alcohol if a person that smokes serves you and gives you water. So Sadh Sangaji, those packets of tobacco, on top of them they write that smoking kills. So that is a precaution, that is a warning. And in that same way, Sadh Sangaji, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Di Bani, all of these very bad and negative things, drinking alcohol, taking tobacco, suicide, all of these different things, they have warnings, and those warnings are in Sadhguru Sahib Ji. And Sadhguru Sahib Ji is not biased, or they are not in favor, or they do not need to be politically correct. They're not going to get taxes out of it like the governments do for tobacco. Ke uppar lekh do, but you still allow them to sell it. Sadhguru Ji and Bani truthfully tell us that Atam Kati Jagat Kasai, a person that suicides, if you have that thought, remember, you may be able to finish the despair of your life, but Sadh Sangaji, that karam that caused you to have that despair will continue, and you will also accumulate the whole sin of the genocide of the entire human race if you choose to make that step. From Seek to Inspire, we created some leaflets, It Hurts, about grief and despair, what you can do, how you can channel. And in Sehaskriti Bani, this will also tell us that some people self-immolate, they burn themselves. Bahanta agah doyang tarangang dukhantang dukhanta grah chinta janamangta marana. Some people, through the dukhanta grah chinta janamangta marana, they choose to bahant aga toyang, they jump into rivers, they go and drown in the ocean, ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਹਿਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. All of these things, Sad Sangat ji, anik sadhana siddhyate nanak. If your aim was to end your misery, your aim was to end your despair, your end was to end whatever you were going through, do not forget that death in itself is painful unless you take the hem of the Guru. In Vishisht ji wrote in the text, Vishisht was a rishi of India, he writes that the pain of death is like 100 scorpions biting you at the same time. And if you could imagine, other Gursikhs, other Mahapurushas have said it is like being squeezed through this very, very tight tunnel, and it feels as if your soul is coming out of your body, and that separation in itself can be very, very painful. ਭਾਦਵੇ ਭਰਮ ਭੁਲਾਣੀਏ ਦੂਜੇ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੇਤ ਲਕਸੀਕਾਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਕਾਰਜ ਨਾਹੀ ਕੇਤ ਜਿਤ ਦਿਨ ਦੇਹ ਬਿਨਸਸੀ ਤਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੈਸਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਪਕੜ ਚਲਾਇਣ ਦੂਤ ਜਮ ਕਿਸੇ ਨ ਦੇਨੀ ਭੇਤ ਹੱਥ ਮਰੋੜੇ ਤਨ ਕਪੇ ਸਿਆਹੋ ਹੋਆ ਸੇਤ. Your hands are twisted and you lose color. Now the metaphor in Gurbani is that you've lost color because when we go through some pain, if someone is about to faint, then they discolor, they become very pale because death is very scary. Anik sadhang na siddhyate nanika. Through all of this, Sad Sangat ji, by doing all of these things, your mission, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਧ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੀ. Asthambang, 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 sabd saad swajan hai. You can only get stability in Sadhguru Sahib ji 3 times. Asthambang, a pillar-like stability, you can only get that through the abhyas of Shabad. Shabad can change your karam. Shabad can do everything for you, and that will be explained in the next Shabad. Saad swajana hai, and Saad Sangat, Sadhu Sajana, Mahapurushandi Sangat, can eradicate all of that bad and negativity inside of us. Suke hare kiye khirma hai. Kor dukhyang anikahatyang janamdaridrang mahabhikhyadang. We may be going through the most terrible of dukh, the terrible of pains. Anikahatyang, we may have the sin of murdering not one but many people. We might not be murderers, but every time we lie, we murder the truth. Every time we perform nindya, we do murder of the truth. Anikahatyang janamadaridran. We may be poor by birth, our social status may be low. Mahabhikhyadang, and we may be constantly engulfed in disputes and collisions and arguments and fights with people. Mitant sagal simrant har naam nanak. All of these things finish whilst performing the simran of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Nanak jaise pavak cast pasman karot. So mitant sagal simrant har naam nanak, and then Jaise pavak cast pasman karot. The Vishram is after Nanak. Jaise pavak cast pasman karot. Like a lot of dry wood, hay, kakh vi hove, te naal sukkiyan lakna vi hon. It only takes one light, one flicker of fire to create fire in the jungle. Jungle fire spread. There's a phrase, something spreads like wildfire, like jungle fire. Jaise pavak cast pasman karot, like all of that dry wood burns. In that way, janam janamantara, the accumulated paps that we have, can finish by doing simran, by taking naam from the Panj Pyare and doing the abhyas of that Gur Mantar and Mool Mantar. Andhakar simrat prakasam gunaramanta ag khandana hai. Darkness is dispelled whilst doing simran, and light, illumination comes about. Gunaramanta ag khandana hai. Remembering the virtues of Vaheguru, as we remember the virtues of Vaheguru, ag khandane, our sins are cut away. If you've ever seen crops being cut, it's the same idea. Rid basant papi the dutahe. Sunke, hearing God's name even the Jamdoots, Rid Basant, in that hirda, in that heart where there is a place for God, even the messengers of death that are described as very scary, they become they become scared. Ki is Gursikh de andar taagat kinni hai, so they do not approach. Gursikhs don't go through the escort of the Jamdoots. They are not escorted by the police. Instead, carriages come, as we discussed on the first day. Panj pyare mahan guru ke Sikh, te kai baar Satguru ji aap apne mahapurshaਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ. ਕਰਮ ਕਰਤ ਮਹਾ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਹੈ, ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ those Gursikhs become very, very pure, that everywhere they go, Nanak Dharam aise chave ki tum pavan paneet. Even if they go into the house of Dharmaraj, then Dharmaraj welcomes that. Tusi mera ghar pavitr kita hai. That's how pure they become. Janam maran rahant srota. Hearing srota, becoming and listening carefully to Sadguru Sahib Ji's Upadesh, their teaching, we become freed of life and death. Sukh samuh amog darsan hai. We attain all happiness and amog darsan hai. We get the safal darshan, the fruitful vision of Vaheguru. And then those Gursikhs too, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਸਫਲੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ. Saran jogan sant praya nanak, so bhagwan khemang krot. In that way, take the sanctuary of that Lord that is giving of sanctuary. O saran jogya, o sant praya, o de bhagat vachalya, bhagtanu pyaraya. The devotees, the people that worship Vaheguru, love him greatly, for he protects them. So Bhagwan Khemang Krot, that Vaheguru will protect you. And Sad Sangat Ji, the 20th slok, and we're going to finish after the 20th slok today. Pacham Krot Agrani Vahez Nirasang Aspurne. Those people that were Pacham Krot, that society had pushed them to the back. Those people that were of low caste, those people that people considered untouchables, the ones that were left behind in this process of human development, those people that were persecuted and subjected to slavery. Pashan Krodh Agranive, Satguru Ji Maharaj turns those people into Agranive leaders. The Panj Pyare come from 5 different castes, from 5 different parts of India. And Sadhguru Ji makes them into leaders. Ravidas, Chamyar, Sen, Nai, all of these Bhagats of Gurbani, they come from low castes. But Pashan Krodh Agrani, where there is no discrimination based on birth in the house of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Nirasang Aspurne, those people that had become nirasang, that they had lost hope, uthak gaisan, humb gaisan, from the cycle of life and death. Sadhguru Ji has now given them the human life. Phupei prapad manuk devariya, Govind milan ki hai teri bariya. Aas purne, o aas puri karni chaunde han. Nirtan payang tanamante. Those people that were poor amongst even the most highest levels of poverty, those people that struggle to eat anything, nirtan payang tanamante. O aap tanmant ho gaya. They've become endowed with great wealth and great prosperity. Jive Sudama in the Dwapar Yuga, who was very poor, he struggled to even eat, but he was blessed with houses. In that same way, Bhagatde har sant tumare jin har tan har nama, Pravan gani sei te aaye safal tena ke kama. The sons of Vaheguru, they get the real naam tan in this world. ਰੋਗੀਆਂ ਰੋਗ ਖੰਡਣ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੋਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਰੋਗ ਚੱਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਮੁਕ the diseases that they have, those are all eradicated. ਭਗਤਿਆਂ ਭਗਤ ਦਾਨੰ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਗੁਣ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੈ. And those people that ask Maharaj for bhakti, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਦਾ ਦਾਨ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਗਤ ਦਾਨੰ, they get the charity, they get the alms of bhakti. Ram Naam Gur Kirtan hai. So, and they attain the daath of Kirtan. O Kirtan de vich jud jande. Kirtan, the praise of Vaheguru. So, Katha, Kirtan, Gurbani da Paath, Ram Naam Gur Kirtan hai. they join with this praise of Vaheguru because that's what they've asked for. Sikhan ne naam daan mangiya, naam daan, garibi daan, prem daan. ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਤੋਂ ਮੰਗਣੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ. If you ask whether you should ask worldly things of Sadhguru Sahib Ji or you should ask spiritual things, then understand it in this way. Say we were to get audience with an emperor of many, many nations, and we go and we ask, and he asks, whatever you wish, I am pleased with you, ask of me, and je assi todi da ਢੇਰ ਮੰਗੀਏ, todi di ਪੰਡ ਮੰਗੀਏ, that we just want some hay to feed our cattle, then that would be our own foolishness. We could have asked for a kingdom of our own. We could have asked for anything. In that same way, Par Brahm Purkh Datar He Nanak Gur Seva King Na Labhyate. So again, like that previous Shabad, Kirpang Tahariyan, through Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa, this Shabad is explaining Nanak Gur Seva King Na Labhyate. What can you not find through Seva? Guru di Seva vich ki nahi milda. Guru di Seva de vich bhagti mil jandi hai. Guru di Seva vich paap mit jande hai. Guru di Seva de vich prakash ho janda hai. All of these different things happen. ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪੁਰਖ ਦਾ ਤਾਰੇ. You can attain Vaheguru's form yourself, Brahm Giani Parmeshwar, through performing the seva and the simran of Satguru Ji. Or alternatively, Gur Seva King Na Labhyate. There are only very few people जिन्हां नूं मिलदा है, बहुतिआं नूं ते मिलदा ही नहीं. मत थोड़ी सेव गवाई है, becoming egotistical. They lose the years and janams of seva that they have performed, or by performing the nindya of Gursikhs, Mahapurukhs, and even Guru Sahib and Guru Sahib's Bani themselves, ਉਹ ਵਾਂਝੇ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਕਥਾ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਆਪ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀ. ਆਓ ਬੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਕਰੀਏ. ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਫੋਰਗਿਵ ਮੀ ਫॉर ਐਨੀ ਮਿਸਟੇਕਸ. ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਕਥਾ ਦਾ ਮਹਾਤਮ ਸਭ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਦਾਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ. ਭਾਈ ਜਗਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ, ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਣਾ ਮੰਨਣ ਦਾ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ. ਬੇਸਿਕਸ ਆਫ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਦੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਪੰਥ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖਣ. ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ. ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਆਪ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਸਰੂਪ ਹੈ. ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੈ ਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਣੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸਾਰੇ. ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਕਹੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਜਨਮਾਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਿਸਤਾਰੇ. ਆਓ ਬੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਕਰੀਏ ਜੀ. ਪਾਛੰ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਅਗਰਣੀ ਵਹਿ ਨਿਰਾਸਨ ਆਸ ਪੂਰਨੇ. ਨਿਰਧਨ ਪੈਯੰ ਤਨਵੰਤੇ ਰੋਗੀਅੰ ਰੋਗ ਖੰਡਨੇ. ਭਗਤਿਅੰ ਭਗਤ ਦਾਨੰ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਗੁਰ ਕੀਰਤਨੇ. ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪੁਰਖ ਦਾਤਾਰੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਿੰਗ ਨਾ ਲੱਭਯਤੇ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.